Oh, hello, SCP Foundation staff. I am Dr. Theron Sherman, Site Director of Site 42, as well as the Head Containment Specialist. And as always, I tend to open my doors on a daily basis to educate, illuminate, and elucidate for you the mysteries of the inner secrets of the SCP Foundation we all work for. And so, of course, my door is open once again. 5 months and running, the streak continues strong. And so, while we're all here today, I'm going to answer your questions. We will talk about the anomalies and the staff who contains them all, and the groups of interest and hypothetical containment procedures for anomalies outside of our purview because they're from another multiverse or a pataphysical narrative level. And by the way, I bet you're wondering how we got here. Well, before I tell you, let me do some housekeeping first of all. Dr. Puppeteer, congratulations on being our first chatter of the day. And then, along with you as a member, Senior Researcher Frogman, Killer Wolf, Chester Factory, Director Ethan, Pinky and Anna, Zombie Cat, and Silent Follower, Dark Duality, Researcher Voidel, and Dowkey, and Junior Researcher Sally, if that wasn't you, and Scarlet Fox, Billy the Go-Goat, Drowsy is here, as well as Amber. There you go. That's a lot of them. Thank you for all being punctual as well as being members. And then, Desk, good to see you here doing your job as we all do at the Foundation, and Fex the Fox, and Junior Researcher Sherwood, and Saul, and Justin, and Dr. Kami, and Agatha. Thank you for being here, and for being you. And now, as you have all been mentioning in the chat, what the hell is going on? You see, Stanley, my new assistant Stanley, you know, he had to replace Steve because Steve is in a medically induced coma, or as we say, on leave. And so while Stanley is acting as my replacement assistant, he found a music box on my desk, one that was not cataloged as an SCP yet, and though it probably should be, because, dear God, Stanley, why did you wind that box? Now the entire site is stuck like this. We are all doing musical theater for the foreseeable future. There's a kick line in the break room. The mobile task forces are doing ballet, and not because it's part of their Foundation Fitness Initiative work. Because, of course, they do ballet. Football players also do ballet. It's good for flexibility in the field. You need to stay flexible, but no, they're not doing it for a workout. They're doing it because they have no choice. No choice at all. There's kick lines, there's ballet, there's singing everywhere. The anomalies are stuck this way too. So at least they're not breaching because they're stuck here like the rest of us. But now, we don't know how long it'll last. And so, we'll just go with it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We have an hour of this stream. And so, I am not letting the streak fall. We're doing this. Junior Reese Sherwood, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure you grab some hot tea at the commissary because our voices will be needing it. Oh well. Dr. Sherman, I trap the owl lady now. Well, at least I heard the owl ladies are good singers, so they'll fit right in. At least that's what the Owl House taught me. I don't know if that's true of this other owl lady that you found, but we'll deal. Dr. Kashner, I understand it's getting all of us. Even if it's... Oh God, wait a minute. You're not on site today? Oh no. It's contagious through the Cognito-Hatteras broadcast. You need to be careful about your surroundings. We can't have people in public breaking out into musical theater. That would be bad. That would not be normal. That could be a serious hazard to the veil. Make sure you're not watching this broadcast in public, or our main mission will fail. Damn it. Shit. Scarlet Fox, I'm sorry, I can't help it. This is the stream today. Drowsy, thank you for your first donation of the day, as well as being a member. Make sure you grab a little bit of whiskey at the commissary. You know, in small doses, whiskey could be very good for your voice. It's the only thing you should drink at karaoke, for instance, because if you sing and drink just a hair of whiskey, it warms up the voice without drying it out too much. Vodka doesn't do the same thing. Soda makes it terrible. If you're gonna drink at a karaoke bar, you should stick to straight whiskey. I hope you like straight whiskey. Handle your liquor unless you're not of age, and then do not handle your liquor. Even at the Foundation, we follow rules. We love rules. We love protocols. And the protocols say, do not drink unless it's of age in your country. I started music theory today and my spring musical got announced. This is a crazy fucking coincidence. Holy crap, what the hell? Crying emoji, crying emoji, crying emoji. That is a crazy coincidence, I agree. But coincidences don't exist at the Foundation. You could find some sort of interweaving quantum entanglement of circumstances. In fact, I'm not sure if you didn't plant the idea in Stanley's head to open the box due to your situation. Maybe it's not Stanley's fault. Maybe it's your fault. I don't know. Maybe I'm just panicking because this is a lot to deal with right now. This should have been Clef Eats Ass the musical. Clef, get out of here. Leave desk alone. We know about your sexual harassment mobile task force. We talked about it just recently, and you do not need to be in the musical. Unless it turns into a gritty country song. And honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if we went over multiple genres. Oh boy. It's gonna be a problem. But we'll do what we can for the next 50 minutes. And we'll see how it goes. Who knows how long this will last? Oh, Drowsy, thank you for donating again. Any researchers doing Fosse and a sing-a-run? Well, not only do we have Fosse on the floor, but there's Marsha Graham, and then there's Twyla. Twyla, I think you get the reference. Hey, Dr. Sherman, how are you? Hey, desk. Hey, soul of chaos. I guess, based on how things are going, it could be worse. At least today, none of us has ended up in a hearse. You should sing heavy metal. Don't tempt me. Because the way I'm feeling inside, darkness empowering me. I don't know the lyrics to that song well enough. I need to stick to my ennui. Stick to my, what's that word? It's not ennui. It's idiom. I should have said idiom. You know, it's not really easy to come up with lyrics and timing on the fly like this, let alone rhyming. Thank you, desk. Darkness is all I see. Absolute horror. I cannot. No, that's not it either. Or at least I'm missing something. Oh well. If I did it too well, the copyright gods would get me. The only gods more powerful than the Scarlet King and the other ones that we deal with. Thank you, YouTube. Leuna, thank you for your first donation to the stream. Make sure to grab yourself anything that doesn't contain cream at the commissary, 'cause dairy is just no good for your voice. I'm sorry, there is just no choice. If we're all stuck here singing like this, at least we better sound damn fine. Otherwise it will be insufferable. Greeting, Doc. Just remember, nothing suits you like a coat. Well, nothing suits me like a suit, but I see where you're going. And how would you contain Rum Tub Tugger from cats? Well, the Rum Tum Tugger is a mysterious cat. All sorts of terrifying anomalies contained in one feline entity. Listen, the thing about all the cats in cats is this whole Jellicle thing keeps them in one spot in town. We don't have to worry about it. They don't leave. We just lock down the block down and then things are fine. Well, mostly fine. Sheeny, thank you for your 5-month member message. Thank you for your mobile task force captainship here at Site 42. We appreciate your membership and service in the battle of the white names. We gotta get Sherm up on his metal knowledge. I can only do so much. It has to do with nightmares about the Church of the Broken God. I stay away from metal when I can, but I guess I can make an exception now and then. How late am I? Dr. Dyshern, we are 15 minutes into what should be an hour-long stream. We'll see if we can withhold that dream. The Foundation trying to contain Beetlejuice would be hilarious. Well, silly boy, a silly query. You see, we've already solved that theory We have a D class whose job is to stand in a box. And he just keeps saying Beetlejuice's name. Because every time Beetlejuice leaves, his name brings him back. So he's stuck. It's that easy. Yes, someone may summon him away, but then we summon him back. Come on, son. It's not that difficult. Scarlet King, nickname Oswald. Thank you for your first donation of the day. You should get some warm water, because when we're all stuck singing, you don't want iced water. It constricts the throat and muscles. You got to keep it room temperature or even a little warm. So enjoy that, because if we're all stuck here singing, at least we're not going to sound terrible. I believe there is something in the Ko-Fi, just a factory. Thank you for your first donation. Thank you for going through the effort to go to the Ko-Fi, because YouTube takes 30% of your dono, and Ko-Fi takes a little less. It's worth the effort, so we appreciate you. As well as being a member, thank you for that too. Now head to the commissary and grab yourself some french fries. You need a carbo load. We're going to spend a lot of energy singing and dancing. We need to survive. You do not want any lost weight from this. You'll be exhausted. You'll crash and burn. It's not good for your health or your wealth of yourself or the foundation. So I'm guessing operas are a part of musical theater then. And so you're asking me about the opera in our sights. I would assume anyways, it might work. Pinky and Anna, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a cheeseburger at the commissary. Fuel those carbs and protein. We will be healthy people while we survive this mess until the effects are gone. Anna says, hey guys, me and Pinky are stuck in a musical dance. But it's fine, me and Pinky are in musical theater and choir. Well, at least you're used to it. Some of our staff members who are a little less talented are having a mental breakdown. They're huffing and puffing from the cardio, and they can't stop. It's not good. We need to stop them from being dehydrated. Can you maybe do a grapevine over to them and give them some room temperature water? Souls of Chaos, you think you can sit down and meditate, but it won't protect you because of the ohms. Although the choir of meditating yogis is a beautiful sight to behold. Darkness imprisoning me, all that I see, absolute horror. I cannot live, I cannot die, trapped in my self-body, my holding cell. Landmine has taken my sight, taken my speech, taken my hearing, taking my arms, taking my legs, taken my soul, left me with life in hell. Hell! Thank you for donating Amber to the Ko-Fi. And thank you for that. That was fun. Make sure you grab yourself some non-caffeinated tea at the commissary, because tea is good for your vocal cords, but the caffeine makes them constrict. Just a Factory, thank you for donating again to the Ko-Fi. How would the Foundation contain the Phantom of the Opera? Also, I'm stuck adjusting the audio levels for the musical theater. Well, you see, the funny thing about the Phantom is he's just kind of a dude. Yeah, a tricky dude with a bunch of ropes and shit, but he's just a dude. He doesn't have any anomalous abilities, so we don't really have to contain him. Although he's kind of annoying, I'd like to lock him up anyway. Pixels, just for pixels, trapped in winter's frame, tiny squares that held a face and lit a world aflame. 4 bright sins, 1 glance and protocol unwinds. Don't look, the rule that clips our minds. Killer Queen, is that from something? I am not quite familiar. But hey, it sounded pretty good. Desk, thank you for gifting a membership to the chat you work for. Hey, if you're a member because of Desk, make sure you thank him for his generosity. Because the Battle of the White Names is 1 step closer to victory. Our containment hazard assessment team will be victorious because of you. Researcher Voidell, thank you for your 5-month member message as a level 1 researcher here at the Foundation. And thank you for your efforts in the battle against the White Names. Stanley is great. The stream is awesome. I love it. Well, I'm glad that you're happy with it. Stanley is going to pay for this as soon as we can find him. He danced out of the office. We don't know where he went. He just said exit stage left. You know, I'm starting to think he's an operative of a group of interest who did this on purpose. Man, I really need Steve back. Orange Cloud, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself some potato chips at the commissary. The salt can often get you salivating, which helps your voice at the end of the day. Boss, it's gone. The little shit called Balloon Boy is fluffing gone. Shut it down, all of it down, right flipping now. This is a problem. Does it have a speaker? Will it make noise? Can we hunt it? Follow its voice. Sheeny, thank you for your first donation to the Ko-Fi. Although I think I missed someone's in here as well. I'll go back to that. Either way, Sheeny, thank you for your first donation. Make sure you grab yourself an apple at the commissary. It really brightens up the sound of your voice and gets rid of some of that excess saliva. Okay, but out of character. This is a lot to keep up for a stream. Respect. You know, we do what we do for the Foundation. And hey, we are an arts community after all. It is what it is. And then down here, Drowsy, thank you for finding the Ko-Fi for your next donation. Oh hey, I found the Ko-Fi. Room temperature water, yummy yummy. My favorite drink at gigs. And please tell me this is a setup to the songs I suggested. I wish this was a setup for anything, but it's just a happy mistake. There was no planning. Stanley just said fuck it. And is definitely not a stand-in for anyone on the back end at all. Orange Cloud, thank you for donating again. It has the same voice box from the games. Ha-has, hee-hees, and hellos. Hellos. I hear it echoing through the halls. Then catch it before it gets too far. Before you lose the sound of the ha-has, the he-he's, the hellos through the holes. The holes. Find it. Pinky, thank you for donating again. I'm already on it. I need to get a drink soon. I can't soprano note for long. No, that's very stressful. Do what you can in your lower register as you need. The only attendance of this performance is the rest of us who are stuck here. We're not gonna judge you at all. Unless someone else is watching. Maybe Stanley hacked the feeds and someone is enjoying this joke. Well, I hope they frickin' choke on their room temperature water. Oh no, oh no, not the funky samba song. You gotta keep us rapping along. Drowsy, I'm a mezzo too. Well, I'm a mezzo cause of all of you, Stanley. We're all a mezzo today. I mean, that is a joke on the word mess if you didn't get it. I shouldn't explain the joke, but it's kind of hard to tell. Orange Cloud, thank you for donating again. But it's so loud, it could be a sector or so away by now. We'll find it sooner than later. Because if it wakes up the demon in Sector G, the one who must never be woken, we leave it alone there for a reason. That would be bad. So please scuttle over there and catch it before we need to lock down the entire site and then blow it up. Marker the Oliver, thank you for your first donation today's stream. As well as being a member, make sure to grab yourself a bowl of oatmeal, a reasonably small breakfast that won't make you too full to pull a full diaphragm breath. I'm at the gas station with no headphones, so you're on blast. Well, that's not good. Oh, it's fine because you're on a Site 42 campus gas station, so we don't need to worry about it. Except for the temporary embarrassment of everybody at that gas station hearing me rant in song to all of you. Halesai. Chester Factory, thank you for donating to the Ko-Fi again. On a prayer, in a song, I hear your voice and it keeps me hanging on. Oh, raining down against the wind, I'm reaching out till we reach the circle's edge. When you come back to me again. I see that it's by Garth Brooks. I guess that's why I went country. I don't know the song though. All I can do is stick with the background track I have. But at least it has some twang. I think you can appreciate the effort that we're going through in this anomaly. Remember, chat, Clef can stop this anytime he wants. It's just funny not to do so. Yeah, thank you, Desk. Further reminder that Clef is negligent in his duty again for a prank. He stank. Orange Cloud, thank you for donating again. Wait, I know the principal from Baldi's Basics would be unhappy because there's about to be a small explosion in the halls. I don't quite understand. Are you saying that the principal will stop the noise before the demon's awoken? Which would be convenient. Or are you saying that the demon is the principal? Because that would be a bad thing for all of us. That thing's been in there so long before I was site director. I don't even know what it is. I'm a little bit worried though. I think it's probably the former. The principal will stop the music. At least I'll keep my fingers crossed and hope for the best. Hey, Zerdrin, don't you talk shit about cognitive resistance value. Just cause you're bragging about the size of your CRV, it's not about the size of your CRV, it's how you use it. Seriously, go jump in a lake full of bodies or something. ICRV is just as fine as anyone else's. It is not deficient in any way. Oh, Desk, grow up. You don't even have a tongue. What do you know about phrasing or how to use it? Okay, I heard that one. Marker the Oliver, thank you for your donation again. Nah, I left the foundation. I'm on the run. Well, are you running or are you chassaying right now? It's hard to tell. God, this is hell. Just don't go near a public place. It'll be a long mess to clean up. We'll probably have to amnesticize them. Or worse. Dark Duality, thank you for donating to the Ko-Fi for the first time of this stream. Why don't you grab yourself a nice bowl of Cheerios at the commissary? You know it's a low-sugar cereal, so it's not bad for your singing voice. Use oat milk, because dairy's bad for your voice. Dr. Sherman, what is the NR of the anomaly? Maybe it's all the singing, but I don't remember what NR means. Can you explain? Desk, get the answer if you can from Dark Duality. What is NR? Anyways, the same thing happened in other dimensions like 19. Annoying as heck. Think I am immune to that too. Either Stanley is from the circus, Wondertainment, or are we cool yet? God, I hope none of those. They would all be so annoying. I should know I was there and checks up on them with Mobile Task Force Oopsilon 23. Yes, I remember it's pronounced Oopsilon. Oops, I said it right again. You're welcome. Number, okay. Now I see where you're going with this. So this anomaly was not classified yet, although Desk is informing me that it's not the only anomaly that does this. You can go to SCP-8265, apparently. Its code name is In the Hall of the Crybaby King. And apparently that anomaly forces you to sing specifically opera. Since this is not specifically opera, it's got to be a different anomaly. But, you know, anomalies are not all that different from each other. They might be related. Anna, thank you for donating again. Now me and Pinky are singing in the beat of Phantom of the Opera due to someone playing it in their office. Yes, sometimes you get locked into a song once you hear it, but it only works if you know it. Anomaly is not putting information in your head that you don't already have. Unfortunately, that would be cool to sing any song that were along with my knowledge. I would say that line right there was kind of tortured. But all of us are being tortured right now anyway, so no big deal. Drowsy, thank you for donating again. Music box's evil twin that makes your meter 328. No! No, not that. Anything but that. Also, I'm confused because, wait, there are actually 28th notes. I thought it went from 16th to 32, and this is confusing. But I haven't taken real music theory since way too long. Marker, thank you for donating again. Too late. I'm at a public gas station getting everyone. They're all going around the world. Hey, hey, hey. Well, now I need to send a mobile task force to amnesticize those civilians. Please stop. You're wasting our Foundation resources for no reason. I will demote you. Soul Hunter, thank you for your first donation to the stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a tall glass of melonade. I hear it's nice to cool down your voice after a stuck singing moment like this. 035 has been recontained in the background. 035 said it was totally worth it. You know that it sings in Italiano. The dramatic bitch loves that shit. Why not guitar? Thank you for donating for the first time in this stream. Make sure to grab yourself some water at the commissary for your vocal cords. Hope things are right. Is this a cognitohazard, or I'll just skip the shop project paperwork on the desk? Yeah, you should just get to somewhere safe. Don't operate heavy machinery while we're under this cognitohazard. Hopefully that thing will turn off sooner or later. Please, please. I am so tired of singing. It's been this way all day. If you were wondering why we're late to stream today, it's because we hoped that it would turn off. It hasn't turned off. I am still stuck like this, and I want to take a nap, but I can't sleep because I'm singing. I want to stop this, and please, God, help me. You know, even in this case, I'd accept help from 343, even though he's not God. It's still enough if I could rest my voice. Dr. Sullenberg here. I've always wanted to have the confidence to sing out loud, but now I'm singing and not anymore confident. Hey, at least the junior researchers are enjoying it kinda, except Jerry. Well, don't take anything Jerry says at face value. The guy's snarky as hell, but he's so deadpan you can hardly tell. Get some Nickelback in there, Sherman. For so long, I haven't thought about Nickelback. And this is how you remind me that Nickelback exists. This is how you remind me that Nickelback exists. By the way, stream, there is 15 minutes left. So if you have any other burning questions, this is the time to get them in. Look at this graph! I see you, Sheeny. That's a very nice graph. Your studies are obviously coming along quite well. Keep up the good work. Oh, So Agatha, it was you all along who were telling me that the likes were higher than the viewers. Congratulations, staff. Even in the eye of adversity, you still did your duty. You hit that like button, the algorithm is roaring and purring to start. And it's pulling the people into the SCP fandom through us. We are the door. We are the ambassadors of the Foundation. Mobile Task Force I-42, codename Signal Boosters. Good work. Marker, thank you for donating again. You all just lost the game. We've lost a lot of things right now. My sanity's walking away. There's really not much of it left. A lot of people have lost their significant others because they sang their feelings in front of them. It was just like that episode of Buffy. Once more with feeling, they all revealed all of their secrets. Several of them were cheating, others just emotionally unavailable, and kind of resentful of little things that they should have talked about in a healthy relationship they would have. But you know, working for a secret organization that hides everything from the public, you might not get to hire the most emotionally healthy people. You know, I should think about that maybe in future staffing decisions. I'm completely serious. There's official Roblox items based off SCPs. This could be like a danger to the veil, right? Well, that only happens in universes where there's a broken veil. The broken masquerade universes, you've heard of them. That's how it goes. I mean, in my universe, well, I guess not my universe, but my universe, author Sherman's universe, there are real-life Roblox toys based on the Foundation. You see, so many folks made SCP games in Roblox that they thought it was original IP and they could use it, and licensing had to get a hold of them and tell them, hey, no, you need to credit us because that's not an original IP for Roblox. It was a whole thing. I don't actually know if that got solved, actually. I'll have to look into that. Anna, thank you for donating again on your other username. Annabelle says, hi, Doc. Me and my Senkai are losing our minds. We can't singing. Listen, the thing about singing is that you don't have to be good at it. Trust me, there's all sorts of people at karaoke bars living their best lives, and all they do is sing from the heart, and probably the liver as well. They did drink quite a lot. But hey, they're having a good time, and you can too. Don't let people discredit you. Darling Industrial, thank you for your first donation of today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself some brisket at the commissary for when this finally wears off. We'll need to eat to gain some calories back, and then we'll take a nap afterwards. You sent a heart, and the greatest thing ever. Thank you for brightening the day. Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying the pain of us all here, stuck singing against our wills. I'm glad you're entertained. Ow! And author Sherman says he is actually glad that you're entertained and to not be a dick. I'm not being a dick. It's annoying. You're annoying. You're annoying. Everything about this is annoying. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Ow! I'm sorry you had to see that. Me too. Stop it. Chest Factory. Thank you for donating to the Ko-Fi again. XKCD.com 391. That will help the problem of us losing the game. I think isn't that the gift card that lets you win the game? Well, it's certainly not that thing I put on there. That was something else. Yes, it's the game-winning gift card. If you believe in that, well then, that's a very good religion for you. You'll be a lot less bothered than other folks. Dr. Sherman, you are definitely anomalous. Oh, Clipsy, it's worse than that. You know the conclusion we came to, and by we, I mean he, not me. He said fuck it. He said fuck it. He's just not gonna make a frickin' decision. He said there is no canon. You're both anomalous and you're not. Fucking deal with it. He said deal with it. Are you kidding me? Do I have cool powers or not? Do I need to worry about it or not? Ah! Hey team, there are 8 minutes left on stream. If you want your questions answered, now is your last chance. So give me some good ones. Hey, I found a new species of anomalous moths. Can I keep them? I'm gonna keep them. Well, you can keep them in a box and log them as anomalies and study them. That's what we do anyways. So that's fine with me. You think different groups of interest sing in different genres of music. Like Herman would sing circus tunes and stuff. Actually, I may try it. Silly boy, do your best. Don't get sucked into this if it hasn't got you. It's tiring. But okay, yeah, probably. I imagine the Shark Punching Center only sings the same Andrew WK album on repeat. And the Serpent's Hand probably listens to some wild hippie woo-woo bullshit. Sherman, one of the times I asked you to do confrontation, you said you'd done it recently. Can you show me what stream that was on because I cannot find it? I'm sorry, I don't know how to do that. You would essentially just have to check the end of every stream for the past 3 weeks. Because it was in the last 3 weeks, I believe, right? I would just go back one at a time. Okay, is this a curse or something anomalous? It is a music box that is sitting on my desk that Stanley decided to play with. And now the whole site's stuck like this. Do 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 do. Darling Industrial, thank you for donating again. Can't tell if Heckle and Jekyll or City of Anomalous Angels. I mean, yes, that musical was anomalous. It was kind of a problem at the time. We had to make various changes to the script so they didn't rapture their audiences. The show was way less depressing, though, when they weren't rapturing their audiences. Or when they were rapturing their audiences. In the eye of a hurricane, there is quiet. Well, so will there be when the stream's done. Have you watched Lucifer or Supernatural? I've seen up to season 12 of Supernatural, but I didn't finish it. Haven't seen Lucifer yet, but I hear it's good, so I think I'll have to check it out. We're talking about musicals. How would the foundation contain Jekyll and Clyde? I don't know if I spelled that right. Did you mean Jekyll and Hyde? Or did you actually mean Jekyll and Clyde? Because I don't know Jekyll and Clyde. Who is Clyde? And is the Jackal an actual jackal? Or is it a dude who thinks Jackal's a cool nickname and not a weird nickname? Because who nicknames themselves Jackal? It's not cool to make your own nickname in the first place, and you pick something stupid like Jackal. At least Clyde has the good sense to go around using his civilian name. Okay, you meant Jekyll and Hyde. Thank God, I was very worried about Jekyll and Clyde. So the funny thing about Jekyll and Clyde... No, Jekyll and Hyde, not Jekyll and Clyde. Jekyll and Hyde. Hide and seek from Jekyll and Clyde. No, Jekyll and Hyde. The very funny thing that not a lot of people know is there's not really an anomaly there, at least in a sense. The way the story has evolved in pop culture, you think there's two different entities or something. But all that happens when he drinks that potion is he gets super drunk and uninhibited, and maybe his face turns a little bit. That's the anomaly. Otherwise, he's just kind of a dude. An uninhibited dude, but a dude. And therefore, you could just put him in a box. The anomaly is the potion that changes your face so people don't recognize you. But I mean, honestly, it's not even that big a change because you can put a dude in glasses and sometimes people ignore him. I mean, you know that works for Superman. They stuck Henry Cavill in Times Square wearing glasses and no one recognized him as Superman. So, you know, I'll contain the potion, but I don't really care about the guy unless he keeps making potions. Then we have to hire him or put him in a box. Sure, I got the first 4 seasons of A Prince Among Men. Wanna watch them with the rest of the senior staff. Well, I did hear that show was pretty good. And you know, we gotta study what we're up against. Might not be a bad idea. You better not have the 5th season. Are the votes on the wiki weighed differently depending on if the voter is an author or not? I think there is, in fact, a raw vote count and a weighted vote count. But on the front end, it's not weighted where you can normally see it. It's only weighted if you go back into Skipper database. But I don't even know how that works. Okay, staff, we're at the hour mark, and that means it's time to end the stream. And we always end the stream like a tradition by saying my favorite SCPs, but of course, I'm not gonna tell you my favorite SCPs are the ones I personally wrote. That would be cheating. Instead, I will tell you that if you want to see the SCPs I wrote, you can go to my author page on the wiki. And while you're there, you will find some links. A couple of links to the Patreon and our YouTube memberships. There, you can support us monthly or do Ko-Fi and Super Chats to donate one at a time. Either way, we appreciate your generosity. It's appreciated. Meanwhile, if you are broke gang, trust me, broke gang, we all know the broke gang. We are artists, starving artists, the lot of us. So don't worry if you cannot don't know. We've all been there in the broke gang. As long as you're here hitting that like button, as long as you're subscribing, commenting, chatting, sharing YouTube BS, then you are an honorable member of Mobile Task Force Psi 42. Signal boosters, order up, boom. And we appreciate your service, especially in the battle against the white names. Now, without any further ado, my favorite SCPs in no particular order are 39993043 008-J 50315175 5 through T3 5320 and 8980. Content warning on the last one. Dear God, help me through the speed round. 39993043 Nope. It's not gonna work. And I did forget Spooky-J, Researcher Voidel. Thank you for repairing, telling me about my failure. Failure on my face. How am I gonna get to this? This is a lot of things to say. Okay, power it up. Here we go. It's 30433999008-J, Spooky-J, 50315175532088980. Content warning on the last one, but we can go faster than that. 39930430008-J, Spooky-J, 50315175532088980. Content warning on the last one. It's a doozy! Dark Duality, thank you for donating here at the end to the Ko-Fi. Damn delayed effects, Now I am singing too, and 'cause I didn't see 999 had blobbed on my shirt back yesterday. Way too happy about it. Well, hey, at least you're enjoying it. So with that, Site 42 staff, thank you for joining us for today's stream. This has been Dr. Theron Sherman, Site Director of Site 42. This has been a musical coffee break with Dr. Sherman, a new and hopefully one-time subsidiary of the Anomalous broadcast from Site 42. And I bid you adieu. Stay safe out there, staff. Secure, contain, protect. Marker, why would you do that to me? At the end of stream. Well, I guess it's better at the end of stream because we know all how bad that stomach acid is for your vocal cords. But why would you send me a 7-2 this message right at the end? Thank you for donating anyways, you monster. Do you hear the people singing a song of angry men? It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes.